Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to another exciting episode of Cam Talk Sports. I'm your host, Cameron Gooseby, and today I'll be talking about my NBA Finals Game 5 predictions between the Western Conference champions in the Phoenix Suns taking on the Eastern Conference champions in the Milwaukee Bucks. These two teams are entering Game 5 tied at 2 games apiece in this best-of-7 series, and now this is a best-of-3 to determine a winner in these NBA Finals and to determine a new NBA champion. Now for the Bucks, they defeated the Suns on Wednesday night by a score of 109 to 103. Giannis Antetokounmpo had a magnificent game. He had 26 points. 14 rebounds, 8 assists. He did his job. But the other thing, Chris Middleton in that fourth quarter was huge in that fourth quarter. He had the personal 8-point scoring run that he put up together, and that's the reason why the Bucks came out on top in this victory. Now, for Chris Middleton, he had a 40-point game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Giannis had 3 steals. Like, literally, this is what was happening throughout the ball game. Literally, the Bucks were forcing the Phoenix Suns to turn the ball over, and as a result, the total turnovers in this game, the Phoenix Suns had 17 turnovers, and what it's looking like to me is that the Phoenix Suns, when they turn over the ball, they are in a lot more danger because they only put up 103 points against Milwaukee. And listen to this, they shot 51% from the field compared to 40% from the field in the Bucks, and the Suns still lost this game. So honestly, this is a tough pill to swallow. And honestly, the other thing, when I'm looking at the Suns stats for this game, literally, Devin Booker had a tremendous game. He had 42 points on 17 of 28 shooting. Of course, he was 0-3 from 3, but literally everything else that he was doing, like, Devin Booker had a tremendous game. Chris Paul did not have a good game at all. Although he shot 5 of 13, which isn't a bad field goal percentage by any means, he had the 5 turnovers. And it's not like Chris Paul to have 5 turnovers in a ball game. And look, you know what, honestly, when I'm reading this, like these turnover stats, Jay Crowder had 3 turnovers last night. DeAndre Ayton, he only managed to score only 6 points last night. Although he grabbed 17 rebounds, he got to score more if the Suns want to win this series. Jay Crowder, I feel like he's shooting too many threes, and I think he needs to go ahead and go to the bucket and get points that way. Literally, you know what? The easiest shot in basketball is a layup, mind you. I mean, not even a layup, but the easiest shot, the most efficient shot you can take in basketball is a shot inside the paint. Literally, Jay Crowder, most of his field goal attempts came from the outside, from 3-point land. He shot 3 of 9 from there. So it's obvious he wasn't exactly hot from the 3-point line. So this wasn't really a good game for Jay Crowder. If anything, I mean, I'm glad that he shot at least 7 free throws, but he has to take the ball inside more if he wants to provide a better scoring, a better scoring outlook in the game. Now he did contribute with 8 rebounds and stuff like that, 3 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks and stuff like that. But he has to do more on his part. Like, he can't be just shooting threes. He has to go to the basket, look for contact, and do what he has to do. DeAndre Ayton, he only took 9 shots last night, and that kind of disturbs me a little bit. He should have taken at least 16 shots, and he could have probably hit 50% of them. He probably could have went 8 of 16 last night, and they would have won. And no, I'm sorry, not last night, but last game. But still, literally, DeAndre Ayton, he only scored 6 points last night. So, if anything, I expect DeAndre Ayton to have a better game, and I expect him to be a lot more aggressive. Chris Paul, with his 5 turnovers last night, and yeah, sure, he had 7 assists, stuff like that, but those 5 turnovers, it really cost the Suns this game. And if Chris Paul keeps on turning the ball over, the Suns are going to lose the series because Chris Paul, he is a floor general. He knows what he's supposed to do. But with him turning the ball over and the Bucks having, I believe, at least points on turnovers, the Milwaukee Bucks, they only had they only had 5 points on turnovers, but still, even with all that being said, the Milwaukee Bucks, they were forcing a lot of turnovers and everything like that, and honestly, that's the reason why the Bucks won this ball game and why the Suns lost this ball game. And then when I'm looking at rebounds, Phoenix only managed to get 40 rebounds last game. They only managed to get 5 offensive rebounds and 35 defensive rebounds. And then for the Bucks, literally 17 offensive rebounds. Like they're playing bully ball down low up there, and like on the low post they're playing bully ball. They're playing bully ball, getting the rebounds and everything like that. And as I've been stressing before, rebounds win you ball games. And with most of the time, when you rebound the ball, when an opposing team rebounds the ball more than another team, then the team that gets the more rebounds, they win the ball game. And it showed right here. And the Bucks only shot 40%, but those 17 offensive rebounds, that's what really helped them. And then with the second chance points and stuff like that, that's what really killed the Phoenix Suns. So if the Phoenix Suns want to win this ball game tonight, they got to make sure that they take those offensive rebound numbers down. They make it down to at least what 5 or 6. You can't get away giving up 17 offensive rebounds against the Milwaukee Bucks, because they're gonna kill you in the end. And then literally the other thing, what I noticed, the Suns only scored 40 points in the paint. So out of 40 out of 103 points in the total ball game, that's not going to win you a lot of ball games. So literally, in my opinion, the Phoenix Suns, they have to score more in the paint. They have to turn the ball over less. They have to get more rebounds, and they just got to play more aggressively. I didn't really see all that from the Phoenix Suns, even in Game 4. And although they only lost by 6 points, like I said before, this could have gone even worse if the game would have kept going. But in the end, the Milwaukee Bucks, they came out the victor, 109-103, and now this is a tied series. And honestly, for tonight, I think that the Milwaukee Bucks have control of the series. And now, since it's tied at 2-2, you never know what's gonna happen. And I honestly just don't know what else to say about this. With Torrey Craig, he wasn't even aggressive at all in Game 4. He only had 4 points, and he only took 1 shot. So, like, you see what I mean? Like, it's not right. And honestly, it honestly sucks. If there's anything else I gotta say about this, Cameron Payne, he only shot 4 or 7 last night. 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, only had 9 points. But here's the thing, in only 17 minutes, I feel like Chris Paul is playing too many minutes in this series, and it's not gonna help the Phoenix Suns win at all this series. If anything, I expect Cameron Payne to at least get 24 minutes off the bench, and Chris Paul, just lessen his minutes down just a little bit to maybe 33 or 32 or something like that. Chris Paul, he's 36 years old, and honestly, he's looking fragile out there. It's not good for the Phoenix Suns. And then also for the Bucks, Bobby Portis, he only played 20 minutes. He was 1 of 6 from the field, but he was playing really aggressively. He was playing really good defense. Pat Connaughton, he in 32 minutes, he was 3 of 7 from 3, 11 points, 4 of 9 shooting overall. And that also helped the Bucks win this ball game because their points off the bench, Connaughton provided a really good scoring outlook off the bench and everything like that. And yeah, the Bucks won this ball game because of that. Brook Lopez, also he did really good. He didn't do really good as far as reboundings or anything like that, but he did provide 14 points. So, I'll give him a clap, I guess. But Jrue Holiday, he only shot 4 of 20. And the fact that the Bucks still won this ball game because in spite of Jrue Holiday scoring only 4 baskets out of 20 field goal attempts, I find it crazy, and I don't think it's going to happen again. But in in all reality, if I want to give a prediction for tonight's game, I think the Suns are going to win this game just because they're at home. I think they're going to play with a lot more energy, and I feel like the Suns are going to beat the Bucks by 8 points simply because I think with the scoring, with Chris Paul, playing at home, with Devin Booker playing at home, with DeAndre Ayton, with everybody just playing at home, it gives them a confidence boost, and it just, it helps them. It's making them think like, hey, like, we're at home, we can't lose at home. Like, I want to play more energized. Like, I think since both teams won, both of their games at home, I think the trend will still continue. And I got the Phoenix Suns winning by a score of 114 to 106. So again, I have the Phoenix Suns winning by a score of 114 to 106. And with that being said, if you like this video, I want you to go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys later.